Right, guys, round 3 on the board. Connor on the left with Mono Earth Monsters, and Jacob using FFPE Scions, my build.
Oh, I've heard some stories about this. There are some very interesting choices in here, and there's some really good anti-monster cards in here.
Yeah,
should they turn up, that would be quite an interesting match.
There is plenty of the ways of it to get it. So the cards in question, guys, Opus 1 backup Una.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's busted in pretty much any deck it goes in at the moment because there's so much recursion going on. So basically you go, hey, I would like to do this and put it into the break zone. Nope.
Not today. I mean, it's gone are the days of just Una and Chaos Walker of the Wheel, but it's gotten a lot more complicated since then, and just putting stuff out of play, as I was saying earlier, you cannot get it back. Once it's gone there, that's where it stays. And I think that is actually more potent than ever.
Yeah, exactly that. And especially since it stops so many go to break zone effects that we see these days as well, which again are absolutely running rampant. So just rolling off, looks, and there goes Paul feeling like a geriatric old. But in the meantime, we're going to give him a thumbs up. Connor goes. Turn run, and we're off.
Okay, so
didn't
we're
see any of that, Jacob. Well done.
For Shantato, yeah, okay, no problem. Not the Shantato most people were expecting, but a really good one because it does give him access to a few extra colours should he need them, whilst keeping his backups all mono earth, and you can play this Shantato turn 1 without feeling really bad about yourself.
I don't think I would choose this. I think I would still have the board wipe in there since I'll be playing monsters, but
I mean, we know Connor's deck. This is not the first rodeo for him. We know he's got Shinryu, we know he's got Genova Synthesis, so maybe even Neo X Death too. So he's probably not short on a board wipe or two.
Yeah, I really do hope that Jacob realises the strength of Una in this deck. How he will get to it, we will see. But, again, running Fire Alphano and Shinryu in the deck. In the meantime, though, he has gone Sarah into Princess Sarah. And now we're going with Claris likely into Kolka?
It's either going to be Kolka or the 3CP searcher for FFCC. That's the fella.
Yeah, of course. Oh, God.
What's his name again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Not where it needs to be.
No, I ain't got nothing. But playing also those Epitaph. Thank you, Paul YYT.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Yeah, God, it's been a long week, and I suck at naming cards at the best times.
I thought I was good at this, but on the spot, apparently not.
Man, it comes with practice, and even I haven't had enough of that. So, Connor going to 3 backups with the Geomancer there.
Nice comfortable ramp there. I mean, I really am a fan of these 1CP cards that came out a few sets ago. They're great for mono decks, and they obviously have use after the fact you're on 5 backups as well. I think they're quite a nice, versatile card.
Ooh, okay. So, looks like we're going to try dig in with Sarah Mobius.
Okay.
So, gain a crystal, look at top card. If it's a backup, add it to your hand. If it's not, put it on the top or the bottom.
So that was a Shinryu, so that's uncomfortably gone to the bottom of the deck.
To be honest, I think that was a mistake. I think he should have taken that Shinryu, play it next turn, dig for the Una, and dig for it fast. But I do like Sarah Mobius because it's still got the Mimbo effect as well. This deck can get a lot of crystals.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, he's still only on 1. I'm guessing he's using the dice to signify it.
Okay, and we're going to go into Tyro. Yeah, now's a good time to hit Tyro. Oh, there we go. Ingus. One of the two.
Ingus, that's the one, yeah. Very pretty full art with a very dark background.
I mean, he's already at that level where he's ridiculously cheap for what he does. He's a 2CP 9k at this stage.
What was that sort of break there? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to pick that one card to put it on top. Just happened to be a... Oh, God.
Harryman.
That's it. Thank you, God. I'm just going to sit down for a bit.
I hate to break it to you, Fish, but we are currently sitting.
Shh, don't tell them that. We're stood behind a glorious table of pills and gold.
Oh, yeah, we're standing desk people.
You can't make me laugh when I got a drink in my mouth, man. That's not fair.
Okay, so looks like Tyro went into Realm. Okay, getting some more monsters online later.
Reeve there for... No, not Reeve, because apparently it won't search a Reeve, but there's Reeve. This Reeve. So digging a bit more. He's got Irvine there, which it looks like was he selected.
I would have chosen Irvine. I mean, I don't know the other choices, but I do really like Irvine. He does, especially against this kind of matchup where Connor is going to be going in and out of his break zone quite regularly.
Yeah.
Taking those choices away from him is very significant. And here is Epitaph, probably going to get the mirror, probably going to play the mirror, and if he doesn't whiff, he's going to get a monster, and things are going to be starting to looking up for Connor.
Yeah, again...
Getting close to that dream board state. Oh, and he's gone for Behemoth instead. Okay.
So Ceramobis cannot attack or block. I believe he paid the extra.
Yeah.
He really does need to get the Una, I think. The Una is going to be instrumental in this matchup.
I mean, it's a big ask to play the Una, though. I mean, if there's no bounce target, especially. Okay, so we're going to go...
Gao has got to be a target, surely.
I think I would say Gao and maybe...
Montleonis,
yeah. Leaving Lich and Claris, which are the next two.
There, yeah, they won't be left there for long. They've been putting in a lot of cards. We hit a Realm and another Montleonis, so there's a big load of store targets that Connor has now lost. So Irvine putting in work, as it usually does.
That's right. Having no break zone whatsoever is not where Connor wants to be. He's very much using that as an extra hand most of the time he plays this deck. And obviously he must have not paid the extra cost for Behemoth because we just saw Ceremobius attack and Connor didn't challenge it.
Exactly that. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now we're going in with Realm.
Okay.
So 2-drop, 1-drop.
Okay. So Connor won't be using the Everay Atmos that we saw last game. We're probably going to go for Behemoth and maybe Zombie because he has pitched Mirror, so I'm 99% sure. Yep, there's a Zombie ready to go as his 2 cost.
Yeah, there's the stall. And I know I keep harping on about this is where you need your unit. It's going to be a tough ask, but hell, you can bounce the Realm. To be honest, you could probably bounce your own thing and be done with it.
So yeah, he has paid the extra cost there to make sure Irvine can't get rid of his stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to get the mirror back, bounce the mirror, and Phoenix.
Yep. Just one-off Phoenix, just to, it's a monster. It will kill something on entry, and then in a pinch you can mill your deck to get an extra 9k body. It's not a bad card at all.
No, absolutely not. But I thought it was you have to remove fire cards for it.
No, you can remove 4 cards. Any 4 cards, which is nice. So you can just chuck it into a random deck like this as a one-off. Really, really solid piece of removal. 4 CP for 9k is still pretty much on curve for what we'd expect.
Now we are seeing that Jacob here has has a Shinryu in hand. He also has a Alice and some other stuff which I can't do a Streamerling good enough because he is.
We just don't have the pixels to lean in that much, I'm afraid. But
even a curved screen wouldn't help.
Maybe 3D glasses, right?
Yeah. I think he's got an O in hand there as well.
Okay.
Could be mistaken. Possibly another Sarah and the 3-drop crystal generating backup from Lightning as well.
So there's a lot of not optimal choices. I think he's just going to go swinging. Yeah, he will do his mirror shenanigans.
This is where you need the Una. Just saying. That's what I put it in there for. Stop this monster bull honkery.
Oh, okay.
So on the
and
stack,
on the stack.
I love this. Rammer.
Yeah, really, really good play there. It's Mira's all well and good, but if you have an answer, it's suddenly not as all good as it cracked out to be. Hitting a Montleonis is damage 3 for Connor.
Yeah. Still though, lose the block to the mirror though, but it is now gone away. What do you do here? I think, to be honest, you're probably okay. Well, maybe not so much now after playing the Rammer, but playing the backups isn't a bad shout. But also playing the Shinryu to search for backups would also be good.
So,
No,
1, 2.
not sure if he set the. I'm assuming he set the Princess Sarah to lightning.
I would assume so as well, just because at the very beginning of the game, you have water, you have the other element.
Doesn't draw, don't draw, please don't draw. Yeah, no. Oh, he's just gaining the crystal.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Cool. Just checking, because that could have been interesting. You would have been running again.
Not built for running this much, unfortunately, but
you sat in the wrong place.
I'm afraid I did, and for the sake of the game, I will soldier on. But we have two high-quality players here. They know the rules, they know what's up, but that doesn't mean that sometimes a mistake might slip through the cracks. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So we did see a reveal of a Stolar on the top there, and it looks like Jacob was just sent out to the bottom, because we can dig it out with the Grant Hattiers later anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's not crying out for a 4K power reduce. Yep, there we go. That's
the big bad Phoenix itself. Mm-hmm. Now this one is going to be hard to deal with, because a big 9K body. First damage on Jacob's side, just the ninja backer.
Yeah, so just creeping in with those behemoths, kind of knowing that he will have to do something out of his normal play style, which is normally he will just build up a huge board, wipe yours, and then do 7 damage. But this time he knows that he has to chip through and get things done as soon as possible, because things like Irvine are just going to come back and ruin his synergy and loop ability.
Yeah, now we have seen that Connor has whiffed there on the mirror, but he does have a Shinryu in his hand, and he's just sent one to the bottom.
Yeah, so 2 Shinryu in hand, in fact. So
oh, is it 2 in hand?
There are 2 in hand, so even on the stack of the search, he could potentially play the 6K. I mean, there's no reason to play Shinryu right now. I mean, you're 1 and 1 forwards. You're not in real danger yet. We'll see what the next few cards bring. I think I see another Irvine in Jacob's hand, which is just going to automatically get rid of some stuff from the break, which is nice. There is a mirror in the break, but there's also one in play, which will get looped around, just as they do.
Just seeing, not only does Connor have 2 Shinryu in hand, but he also has 2 Inguses as well. So,
oh my goodness, yeah. That is spoiled for choice there. I think he's probably going to go into, I don't know,
another Irvine.
Yep, all 4 have gone.
He's
taken all 4 on the assumption that he's going to attack.
Yeah, well, that's fine. So you don't get to have the haste first strike, but you've got a body, and your opponent has no breaks on.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Connor's played that in response, so that you get nothing. Yeah, no, that is perfectly legitimate. That is.
You get nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir.
It wouldn't be a Cymru Cactuars stream if we didn't get at least one film reference in there.
Absolutely.
Nothing beats the Lord and Saviour himself, Gene Wilder.
Oh yes. I mean, rumour has it that the new Wonka film is in fact a prequel to Gene Wilder's Wonka. He even drops the coin into the drain, which Charlie then finds in the original movie. It's all coming together. The multiverse has been created.
Except for the fact that they made him a lovable scamp instead of the evil,
wacky, weirdo.
Yeah,
I mean, he's, Gene Wilder himself, during the original film, he said, I want my introduction to make my character completely untrustworthy. So he limps, and then he does the roll and reveals himself, and it's like, okay, this guy can't be trusted. This is a weird guy.
He's a child killer, let's be fair.
Yeah, oh, I mean, people weren't suing each other in those days, so it couldn't be made now.
But I will point out in that film, the old grandpa that goes with Charlie to the chocolate factory definitely had a coke nail.
Yeah, and he absolutely did. I mean, he must be doing something after sitting in bed all day, feigning illness until there's a chance to win a chocolate factory. And look at him singing and dancing. Yeah, ultimate benefit cheat.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get that investigated. But in the meantime, Shinryu.
Yeah, here we go. This is Shinryu onto the board. I think Connor's just had enough of messing around now. He's...
To be honest, I think...
it would be his whole hand if he did play...
The problem is he's only losing Inguses, and he's got enough, I think, for potential victory here.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
I mean, maybe he gets the Sophie. Maybe he gets it. No, he's gone for the board wipe, which will be valid.
You're board wiping anyway, right? Oh, no, okay.
Okay.
So we're going after So playing Ingus for 1.
Okay, Ingus for 1 CP, then searching out something else that he might need. So he's currently looking at Ingus, Genova Synthesis, and Shinryu in his hands.
Unless this is a trap and Connor's just maybe baiting that hook to be like, hey, you can play more forwards, I'm not going to board wipe you yet. But I think maybe if he was going to do that, why did you pick the Genova Synthesis, you know?
Yeah, why did you pick another board wipe in the sake of a board wipe? It's... We know that... there we go, Montleonis, just to make things even bigger. But there's no target for him currently. I'm not quite sold on that choice.
You can play the Genova Synthesis.
I suppose, yeah. You pay for the Genova Synthesis. You pay for Montleonis with Genova Synthesis, yeah. I think that's what he's doing, you know.
I think he's also eyeing up the Shinryu S effect here.
I mean, which... It's the same amount of cards gone from his hand. And I mean, he might just be able to save the Montleonis for later.
Oh, he's going with it now. He's trying it. It will be enough. Jacob could have saved the Serum Mobius if he used the 2 crystals, but it would leave him high and dry without the Glaciella O effect. But I think we're probably going to see Jacob lose here because there is enough attackers.
Yeah,
and although the deck does have a lot of EX bursts, I don't think he's going to get them.
So, I mean, what have we got left to attack? Phoenix and...
Phoenix can't become a zombie.
No, that's right.
Can't become a zombie. Can't become a forward. So all we've got left is a zombie to put him to 6.
Again, this is not Connor's usual... Oh, wow, okay. Big EX burst off of that. Probably the best EX burst you could ever hope to hit. I mean, you are going to be absolutely bottom decking that Shinryu. Maybe even top decking it, depending if he's got a haste in hand ready to put it into the nethers. So yeah, that is going top or bottom. Let's see.
Now, he's thinking again something back here as well. What do you pick? He's got the Thancred. I don't think the Thancred's a good shout though, because you're going to have to attack with it to do anything like break. The Irvin's probably not good. The Ramada's not going to get you the win.
Okay, Serum Mobius again, just to maybe mill through a few more cards and get some crystals.
Yeah. So that has inadvertently stopped the Shinryu S effect now. And there goes the zombie as well. So Jacob now on the losing end of just utter hell on the other side of the board. Shinryu.
Okay, so we go into his own Shinryu.
It does cost 2 because of the 3 forwards. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. So and then we're going to Shinryu into Shinryu, no doubt, just to.
Yeah. And scientifically proven to be the more powerful one because he played the full app, which is pretty nice.
You can't argue with pure hard logic. But let's see here. So Shinryu will wipe everything except the Phoenix and the 2 Behemoth. He's probably going to stack the protection effect 2 Phoenix on Mira on the way out.
The issue you got though is then you're still staring down a 9k and 2 7k forwards, which you can just brute force your way through. So
this might be too little too late for Jacob here.
We do see the Una in hand now, but the Una is probably too little too late for Jacob, which is a shame.
So yeah, there are the 6. I mean, he does have backups as well. We do need... I'm not going to remind him of the fact, but you should be counting those up, and I would absolutely play it.
Yeah, I think
Glaciella might be a good...
I think he's trying to find a way that he can get Glaciella out as well.
Because he is sitting on 2 crystals currently. There will be 3 with Glaciella. I mean, if he can get 3 extra cards in hand, that's 3 extra kills, realistically.
Problem being is that he doesn't... Well, he's got enough to kill any forward or any monster that becomes a forward, but he has to deal with this this Mira now. He cannot let it go to the next turn.
This nail-biting moment now. Big amount of maths for Jacob, just to...
I generally don't think you can both board wipe with Shinryu and play Glaciella and then kill something with Glaciella. That's...
I think that is just a few too many cards, unfortunately. I mean, Jacob's... You can do 1 kill with Glaciella in addition to a Shinryu board wipe. But he's surely going to do the board wipe first, just to get things going, make the decisions slightly easier.
I'm not going to lie, on the way that this game's going right now, had he played the Shinryu sooner, searched for the Una, played the Una, this game is over.
Okay, so we're going into another crystal.
So is he just going to try and brute force this? Oh,
No.
okay, can't use that.
Doesn't matter that it's EX, he's on damage 6.
No, I think he's digging for backup.
Yeah. Okay, Glaciella, making that 4 crystals. He can do... Oh my god. Double Kukulane was his next draw.
Brutal.
Yeah, Glaciella was it. So he's got 2 backup. Yeah, no, there it is. The maths just did not math for him.
Fool of a Jacob Bond.
He thought well. I think, he did the right thing and put pressure on early. I think the Irvine was a good shout because it really forced Connor's hands.
Honestly, I put Yuna in this deck to stop monsters. Mm-hmm. Again, if he'd have played the Shinryu that he sat on a couple turns there, gets the Yuna, different game entirely, I think, because none of those entry effects like the Montleonis, like the Miro, ever do anything then. But Jacob taking the loss, Connor on a storm. I think he's XO at the moment.
I would like to say that, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure, but we will ask him momentarily.
Sure, we will be right back, guys. Alright, we are back with the winner. No, that's the wrong screen, excuse me, guys. We are back with the winner of round 3. Connor, congratulations on your victory there. Pretty much had it in the bag, I think it's easy to say.
Yeah. Sitting there the entire game with double Shinryu, double Ingus was pretty comfy the entire game.
Absolutely. I mean, you're very kind to us as well. You hold your cards at just the right angle so that we can always see what's going on and what's brewing. And we noticed you went a little against your typical style of play. You very often like to build up a board, wipe theirs, and then just swing for 7 damage. But we noticed you started chipping away earlier against Jacob.
If you can deal damage, just deal damage.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I can completely agree with that. I mean, not particularly worried about any damage X effects.
Not really.
No?
He bounces a monster back, they cost 1.
No, that's fair.
I don't really care about that.
Is this list completely set now, or is there any changes you might have identified?
There's a Lich that's been in the deck since the start of the set, and I've played it once, so...
Did it win you that game?
No.
Well, there we go then. There's your answer.
It made things more awkward. I played it to target Uzuki because I couldn't board wipe to win the game.
Sure.
And then he just played Porum and said Porum target Uzuki, so he lost abilities.
Yeah.
But I think 12 turns later, I eventually drew a Gigas and killed that because he then blanked its own effect, so he didn't die.
Okay.
I don't know. Lich could probably go, but everything else is decent. Not in this meta, though.
Well, there wouldn't be much of this meta for very long anyway.
Yeah, it gets worse.
Yeah.
So that leads into my next question. What do you think about limit breaks from what we've seen so far? I mean, there's not a full picture yet of what we're getting, but there's obviously a lot of talk about it. And what do you think from
I think
what
they
you've
need
seen?
to ban stuff.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Well, I mean, we've been calling for bans for years, haven't we, really? But
yeah,
now they're giving a whatever the hell you want board wipe to win that won the last 2 worlds, right?
Yeah.
So now you don't have to search for the loser. You can just play it from your other hand at any point in the game.
It would be interesting to see if there are any cards in the new set that interact with somebody's limit break deck. Would it be funny to be able to flip up some of their limit break cards before they have chance to pay with them, or something like that?
I don't think we're going to see that for a while. But
Okay, maybe not out the gate, surely, but maybe future sets down the road.
hell, I'm just happy we're getting a non-name clashing backup for cadets.
Yes, I know, right?
Bit late.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best card named Machina, which is not a very high bar, but he does get over that bar.
So, is there anything from the new set that you've seen spoiled so far that you're particularly excited about? No. Pokemon for you then?
We'll see.
Well, we know you got pizza waiting. We'll call it there. Guys, we'll be right back. There's 6 minutes on round 3 left, so we will be back shortly after that. Catch you soon.
Thank you, guys.